every Hawkeye fan in the world and just beat the Cyclones. I mean, it was a great feeling being there, but next time we play them here, it's going to be a lot more fun.
You guys have overcome a lot of injuries on defense. How have you done that? It seems like you guys are still playing well despite a lot of guys moving in and out.
Our coaches talk about the next man in, and what that is for us is every day at practice, if you're not getting the reps that you need to get mental reps because you might be in the next play and you never know it. Injuries happen, that's a part of life, it's a part of sports, and the next guy that steps up has to come in and fill that spot, and where they have the same expectations and responsibilities as the first guy that was in. So that's how we've been able to come out stronger and stronger after every injury. No problem.
You guys seem to get stronger as the game progressed in innings. I know Purdy completed most of his early passes, but what was it? You just stuck with it, and you think eventually it just started working for you?
What we did basically was we came in and we focused on things that we needed to get done, and the things that we needed to get done was more so getting to the quarterback and things like that as a defensive line. And when we did that, it made it easier for our DBs to cover. It made it easier for our linebackers to get back into the drops and fit into the blocks and get off blocks and things like that. So we just came together as a defense and we held strong and held tight.
You see out of Middle Tennessee State, their quarterback I know has really kind of been running the ball really well. I think he was the first player, 300 passing yards, 100 rushing yards in the game. So what kind of challenges is he presenting? What are you kind of seeing on film?
I played against him at the College of DuPage when I was at Iowa Western, so I know like how aggressive and dynamic he is. Basically, we just got to contain him. We got to just figure out ways to slow him down and keep him in the pocket. And if we keep him in the pocket, then I feel like we have a good chance of containing him.
What do you remember from that game playing him in junior college?
The man's fast and he's elusive. He'll make you miss if you don't break down and wrap him up. He'll make you miss. He likes to break tackles. He likes to jump a lot, and I feel like that's like a crazy thing. Like I know people,
right?
I know people like to hurdle like wide receivers, running backs, but I've never seen a quarterback really hurdle someone. This man will hurdle you in a heartbeat. So.
Say Brandon Smith had that hurdle.
Yeah.
It's almost built more like a running back, though. I think he's kind of a shorter guy, only about 190 pounds. I mean, but he's got kind of a cannon for an arm. So, so it's kind of interesting when you watch him on film, just as an offense. It really doesn't seem like there's much pattern to him. It seems like they kind of shake it up every game. I know they have the wide receiver Ty Lee, and that's kind of a safety net. But what does that mean for you guys and how you prepare for them?
We prepare for them just like we prepare for any other team. We focus on the plays that they run the most, the plays that they run well, and we try to get those plays, understand those plays, and find ways to stop those plays. Because every team, when it comes down to it, they're going to come down to their base plays and fundamentals that they've learned all year long in camp and spring and things like that. So that's what we focus on the most.
Epinesa doesn't seem like he's been very, very happy post-game with us about it feels like the defense and defensive line can be better. I mean, how would you kind of evaluate the first 3 games now that you've had a bye week to kind of look back at it?
He's absolutely right. As a defensive line, as a whole group in a unit, we come back into the film room after the last 3 games and we kind of shake our heads because we know as a group that we can be better at getting to the quarterback, containing the quarterback in the pocket, and getting quarterbacks hits, sacks, even tip balls on a lot of the passes. And we haven't done that. I believe last year we had, it was something around like 12 sacks in the first 3 games. This year I think we have 2. And so we're trying to improve ourselves as a defensive line. I feel like if we improve as a defensive line, our games that we do win will be bigger margin in scores, or we'll have more stops on defense.
Do you need that bye week to kind of maybe retool and refocus going into the next stretch?
I feel like the bye week was good for a lot of reasons, mainly because we had a lot of injured players and a lot of people go down, so it gives a lot of time for people to heal up and come back, much stronger and evaluate ourselves and focus on ourselves for a little bit until the next game. So.